Trisha Paytas announced that her and Colleen Ballinger are gonna start a podcast together. This all started a few weeks ago when Trisha shared in a video that her and Colleen had a podcast together in the works.
I was texting Colleen this morning because we were texting. We've been trying to do a podcast together for so long, and doing all these podcasts, I'm just really I really want to, because we're so similar, me and her, but also so different. And I actually genuinely love her and stuff like that. And I've obviously been really busy this month, and she's been really busy. So I'm really hoping we get to do it.
She also shared that her and Colleen were talking about starting a podcast since December. So she told Colleen, let's just make a podcast set and do it.
The podcast world is so weird. And so I was just texting her today about it. I was just we should just do it. Not worry so much. Because for us, it always was and I'll just say, speak on my behalf. Well, no, for us, it's we don't care about the money. Because I even said, I was honestly, should we just make a podcast set and just do it and not even care about anything else? Because we've always done collabs together, and it's not about that, it's just about because we have been talking about it for so long, and I'm just gonna put it out in the universe that we're gonna do it because I love female-based podcasts, and we've been talking about it literally since last December, and I was okay, we're just gonna do it, and it's been one of those things. So
in December, Trisha and Colleen did make a mukbang together, and it did really well. In the video, they brought up doing a podcast together, and Colleen did mention Frenemies and the possibility of Trisha leaving her if they did start a podcast together.
Oh my god, yeah. You and I should do a podcast.
Yeah, oh my god, that is so funny. My husband was just you and Colleen should work. I'm babe, she's so busy. She's so because I don't do anything, but I was you do so many things. You have a podcast, you have your channel.
But if we had someone set it up and you and I just show up for an hour.
Yeah, I feel that'd be everything.
But then what if you leave me like Frenemies and we never talk again?
No! Okay.
I'd be so sad. Sorry, I'm not trying to bring that up.
No, I don't care at all. No, but it's
Last week on Twitter, Trisha posted a photo of the podcast setup with the caption, "Something is coming next week." So it looks like this podcast could be coming any day now. Then in a video that Trisha just posted, she says that her and Colleen are doing a podcast together called Oversharing. She even shows that she has a whole podcast studio built by her husband Moses.
But here is a sneak peek of the podcast. Yeah, the podcast is called Oversharing, and it's going to be with me and Colleen, and we're literally just doing it ourselves, here in our basement. But how pretty is this? This gives me Broadway vibes. I've always loved this. It also reminds me of the Sparklets water truck. So I'm super excited. Moses set this whole thing up. It's amazing. It's so good. He's amazing.
In that same video, Trisha shares that in the episode that they did film together already, her and Colleen both dressed up and just talked deeply about life.
But I'm super excited with the one with Colleen. We're shooting it tomorrow, and I'm so excited because we're glamming and we're dressing up in costume and we're going to do TikToks, and it's I'm just really excited because it's almost getting to know each other podcast. We've known each other for so long, but we've never had super deep conversations. I mean, we have. This is going to be a really get to know you podcast or get to know each other, and I'm really excited. About it, not just about motherhood, by the way. I think a lot of people are oh my god, I don't want to get you to talk about moms. We're definitely not just talking about that for sure.
Trisha sounds so excited about this podcast, but Colleen, on the other hand, Colleen does not sound as excited about this podcast as Trisha does. In Colleen's video, she says that she did film with Trisha, and they both dressed up and talked about Broadway and other life-related things.
Obviously, I look completely insane bananas. There's literal glue hairspray in my hair, it's hard as a rock, because my hair is in a wig today, and I have leftovers of a full glam from this morning at 10 a.m. It is now 11 p.m., and this is what's left over from a full glam makeover, because I was filming with Trisha today. It was so fun. We had so much fun. Literally, we just dressed up and talked about theater and life. So
Trisha made it sound like it would be an ongoing podcast, but Colleen, on the other hand, says that it could just be a one-time thing and says that it's not official.
So we did a mukbang video together in December, and there were so many comments and people being you guys should do this more often, and you guys should do a podcast, and we jokingly were yeah, we should do a podcast, but then kind of should we do a podcast? And then we were let's try to do a podcast. Nah, and then we didn't, and then we were maybe, and we hadn't been talking on and off since then, let's do it, but we never actually did it. And so then eventually we were just what if we just literally do it? What if we just get together and film and dress up, just have a lighthearted, happy, fun conversation. Well, we don't know if we'll ever do it again, so let's just go full out. It's not an official podcast or anything with any company. Literally just got together and in her basement, got dressed up and recorded ourselves talking for about literally nothing.
But Colleen did say that she did want to do some more exciting stuff in her career, so maybe she will continue with this podcast. And hey, maybe it'll be a Frenemies 2.0.
But lately in general, I've been really trying to like do things because I feel like the last few years I've really kind of gotten hard on myself. And when it comes to my career and kind of other stuff in life too, like relationships and whatever, I'm like, no, I shouldn't do that. Like people won't like it. People will hate me. People will be mad at me if I do this, or people won't like it if I do this, or I'm not good enough to do this or that. Like, and it's kind of held me back. Whereas like the majority of my career was always like, I was so like delusional and just was like, I can do that. I can write a book. Like I can make a TV show. Like I just like did stuff. And I feel like I've gotten so afraid in the last few years to like make things happen that I kind of gotten a fire under my butt recently. Just try things and do things and like just have fun and be creative.
It has been almost 2 years since the last Frenemies episode, so people are saying that this podcast could potentially be the new Frenemies. Both Trisha and Colleen have been pretty quiet on YouTube and on the internet as a whole, and have been staying out of drama, so I don't know if this really does have the potential to become the new Frenemies, unless they say some pretty crazy stuff. But I know that when it comes to Colleen's videos, she is very careful as to what she says and how she says it, so I think they're gonna play this podcast pretty safe. But hey, maybe I'm wrong and they will talk about some pretty crazy stuff. And hopefully Trisha doesn't try to ruin Colleen's life. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Will you be tuning in to their podcast? What do you think about the new Frenemies 2.0? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.